Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Farming Simulator 15, and we are here on the Poland map. It does have a much longer name, but I'm going to call it the Poland map, on the RDAllen Farming multiplayer server. And first things first, I should let you guys know we did update the vehicle switcher mod. A new version of it came out yesterday or the day before, I think. So the vehicle switcher mod should be updated. Doesn't look like anything's changed that I've noticed. I think it was a bunch of back-end improvements, especially related to multiplayer to my understanding. So let's open the cover on these. And we're going to go see if we can sell some grain this episode. Currently we don't have any crops ripe to harvest, and field 1 is getting planted there by a hired worker. Yeah, field 18 and 22 there are almost ripe. Or at least 18 is anyway, I think. Everything is canola. So anyway, I am going to find where to load this up at. Let's see, I know I've seen the place. That's probably fuel there. Oh, I see it. Okay, this is probably it right here. Didn't see that little pipe sticking out there at first. Ah, yes, refill. Wheat, must be barley then. Yes, barley. Yes, I'm the only one on at the moment. So just myself, hardly a multiplayer, but... Okay, 617 at the windmill. Yeah, I don't believe I will be joined by my brother today, unfortunately. Seems to be having some issue with his farming sim crashing, so... Not sure what his problem is there, but I'll have to see if I can look into that with him after recording here. Okay, windmill that way. Yeah, from the looks of the amount of crops we got here, not going to take long to sell this, actually. Probably one more load and we'll have it. It does give us an opportunity to kind of drive around the map, take a look around. I haven't done a whole lot of exploring yet on this map. Like I said, the map was suggested to me by my brother, so he kind of took a look around it and he thought it looked pretty good, so that is what we are going with. Okay, and we are here already if we don't miss the turn anyway. Oh, we did. So hopefully, yeah, okay. Looks like all the wagons will make it in here with no problem. 28,000 of some sorts. You know, Poland, probably kilograms. Yeah, it's too bad Giants doesn't actually say what unit that would be in. Oh, that one's going to dump to the rear. Interesting. Okay, and back to the farm. Should be one more load. I'm not sure if it'll be quite a full load, but... And comments on, actually probably the last couple episodes. I don't think I read the comments last episode either, so we'll start with the last episode on the Smoky Mountains map there. Mr. J.E. Tedgemeyer was saying the price difference on the International is the front 3-point hitch. So good to know there. I don't think I can show you guys that because I don't think it'll show up here being multiplayer. Yeah, it does not. Nope. Okay. Yeah, the International 1455 there that I recently acquired. He said apparently the price difference between the two tractors, because I was kind of wondering that the one is, what, a couple, was it 3,000 I think more than the other one or something like that. Couldn't quite figure out why. Apparently it has a 3-point hitch and the other one doesn't. So good to know. Thank you very much for that. I'll have to check once we get this done. I think the field over there needs to be fertilized. We can probably start on that next. And then on the multiplayer video there, John was saying, tell your brother, good choice on the new map, really like it. Awesome video, and he says I'm one of his favorites, so thank you very much for that. And Ross had an interesting favor to ask from the Salem map. He wanted the coordinates of a bunch of tractors and vehicles there. Not sure what he wants with them, but they are in... what video did I put those on? It'd be the Smoky Mountain map, I guess. A video there. Episode 4, I think, has them. So yes, for Ross W there, your coordinates should be on episode 4 of the Smoky Mountains map. And then Ross also asked, oh, why didn't I choose a Nebraska map? Says he lives there. Kind of reason being, every map, like I said, received only one, if you want to call it vote or suggestion. So it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna break the tie, and I went with a brother, or the map my brother suggested. I think I was suggested like 5 or 6 different maps. Nobody suggested each one more than once, so... Dorito was saying yay. I'm assuming for the map change, maybe? Okay, I can tell right now I was not going to make that turn, so we'll just make another turn there. Now we got it. Too bad you can't actually get in that truck there. That actually looks pretty nice. Shadows HD was saying he was joining the multiplayer server right now. I must have missed you. I don't recall seeing you on, unless you got a different name. That's kind of the one problem I've noticed. You know, people that join on the multiplayer server have different names than what they comment with, so I don't always connect the dots, so to speak. The Crafter's Mind was saying the vehicle switcher mod doesn't exist anymore. Yes, they updated it. So you have to now download the newest version. They've unfortunately disabled the old link. So the old edition doesn't exist anymore. You have to download the newest one. That's the main reason I updated the version on the server here, because you can no longer download the old one. So just keep that in mind, folks. When you go to join the server, you will need the newest edition of the vehicle switcher mod, I believe. I don't think it'll let you join with the older one. At least I doubt it anyway. I'd be very surprised if it would. And I have updated the links in this video and my mod list. They should be all up to date. And I will have to double check. I think I updated the cloud drive one too, but I'll have to double check that. And just make sure I actually did update that one. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure there. Okay, actually, let's put these wagons over by these silos there. That'd probably make the most sense, I think. Nope, let's disconnect that one. Someone did a nice job of getting those connected together, and now we'll leave them that way. Okay, let's actually grab the planter here. Actually, let's double check the horsepower on this tractor here first. Case Puma 160, 203, I believe we're okay, because the planter was 180 if I recall correctly. And one of our first official purchases here on the Poland map here is the larger Vaterstad Cedar. Actually, I should double check here. How far is the Lamborghini on? Oh, yeah, not even halfway yet. Yeah, we can definitely pick up the planting pace with this tractor here and Cedar. Oh, nice turn. Well, not really, but looks like part of it's started to grow already. Double check here. I think you can direct sow with this cedar, if I recall correctly. Yes. Or as it's commonly called in my area, no-till. Yeah, this could be interesting with some of the hired workers here, seeing how some of these fields aren't exactly square. Field 1 here isn't too bad. Oh, hold it. Let's not do that, actually. Let's put that on canola. Yeah, we don't need to be planting multiple crops on a field if I can help it. At least not on the same field, anyway. Yeah, there definitely are some weirder shaped fields. At least for the most part. Seems like some of them at least have a square edge you can kind of go by. You get like field 20 there. That's an interesting shape, that's for sure. Yeah, 19 there. I'm not sure if that's a grass field or a forestry area. No idea. Doesn't really matter. Don't plan on doing anything forestry related really on multiplayer. At least until Giants maybe gets it right, so to speak. Still pretty... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's still not really good multiplayer for forestry. I might be stuck here. Well, I could get a chainsaw and cut the tree down, maybe. What exactly are we stuck on now? Because it seems like I should be able to turn the wheel. And we should be able to get out of this. You know what? It occurs to me the exhaust here is missing. In other words, I think it's in the tree. Oh crap. Oh, hold it, hold it. We're about ready to do the same thing over here. Maybe a headland might be in order. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's do a headland. And I'll do that myself. And we'll set that auto, line that up, 0 the offset. Not sure why I wanted to add an offset there anyway, but... And yes, I know I haven't got the Lamborghini unstuck yet. I plan on rectifying that situation as soon as we get over there with the case here. Let's just put it this way, the case is on the case. John was saying on the Smoky Mountains episode here again, yes, please keep it farming with no logging. And he says that's a good idea to do a series just on logging. And he says, awesome video. Thank you very much for that. So yes, like I mentioned, Smoky Mountains, I'm going to keep that strictly farming. Or farming related anyway. Like I say, we're probably going to focus mainly on animals on the Smoky Mountains there. But we're going to keep it farming, no logging. At least, unless something gets in the way or something, maybe we'll whack a tree. But on that, I have no intention of doing any logging on that map. And I shall hopefully find a map at some point that I will use for doing strictly logging on. And something tells me this GPS mod doesn't have the right width here. Let's just recalculate that. 6.6, okay. So I want to add the offset though. Okay, hopefully that'll be good. Let's get the Lamborghini going here again. I'll have switching between tractors here. Lamborghini's actually empty. Okay, well I don't feel like taking it back to fill them though. I seen you raise that up. I'm not sure why, but... Ian Robinson commented and said, stacking bales with a steering wheel isn't too bad. It says the annoying part then becomes the front loader. And then you want a joystick. And we kind of discussed that a little bit farther there too. Kind of wondering if it is possible to actually get a joystick, use the steering wheel, and then you have a joystick to run your front loader. That'd be perfect. Now I do know Farming Sim actually does plan on coming out with, I think, loader controls. Actual physical loader controls. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually do that in the future here. Okay, that's probably enough of a headland, I think. We'll just see what happens. I might have to add a headland at the other end of the field here, too. We'll see once. I don't think that edge of the field, though, is quite as bad. Okay, we're going to use this guy to do the fertilizing. And we'll grab the weight while we're at it too. Sure, why not? Can't hurt here with the fertilizer on the back. Okay, I think fertilizer's on the other side. Ah, there we go. Gotta have the fertilizer selected to refill it. Eric was saying he likes the corn texture on the Great Smoky Mountains map. Yes, I do as well. I've seen that on a couple of maps now. I do like that texture for the corn. John's AgriVids was saying, great vid, RD, just to let you know. There's a mod for the Bobcat. But it says he doesn't know where it is or the link for it. May have to do some looking for that. I know I mentioned that with the bales, it would be kind of nice to have a Bobcat. That would be perfect. Fortunately myself, I have not seen it. Yeah, according to John's here, he says it is out somewheres. Trick is just going to be to find it, probably. That looks a little bit closer. I think we can buy that for $1.50. And another comment from J.E. Tedgemeyer here. He was saying one unique idea I've seen on YouTube was someone using the buffalo to load bales onto a trailer. And he also says when forking a bale, I usually pass the bale with the forks and touch it with the front tires to square it up. It's something I may have to try. That seems like it would work pretty good to get your bale square to your tractor. That way when you go to stick the forks actually in it, nice and square rather than being cockeyed. I know that's usually one problem I always have. I don't quite get squared up with the bale good enough. Just makes it harder when you try to line it up. Okay, I think that's all the comments that I'm seeing anyway, that I haven't read anyway, that I know of anyway. interesting to see if we miss that little bit there. I'm not sure how long this 3-meter seeder here on the Lamborghini's been going, but he sure doesn't seem like he's gotten very far. In fact, he's taken so long that part of the field there is growing already. Oh, good. It's not missing any. I was kind of wondering about that. It looks like it's not quite up to the dotted red line there. And wow, are you burning through the fertilizer? My goodness. 63% already. And yeah, hopefully we'll start looking at acquiring maybe some newer, bigger fields here. Definitely some good-sized fields on this map. 25 to 13 there. Some big fields. Not to mention 14 up near the top there. That's a big field. I'm thinking that's probably even bigger than field like 9 on the Westbridge Hills map there, I'm thinking. Oh, I think we got somebody tangled in a tree here. Telling you folks, you take your eyes off these hired workers for 2 seconds and look what they do. Get themselves stuck in a tree. Actually, you know what? I don't have to tab through these vehicles like I was about to do here. I can do... Let's see, I think that was... Yeah, the case. Okay, make sure this doesn't happen again. Let us do a headland down here as well, then. Oh, can't very well use the GPS mod for this, can I? At least not yet, anyway. That's kind of the one thing the GPS mod doesn't do, is provide a way to go like around curves and stuff. Hopefully maybe in the future, maybe that's something the GPS mod can add. Actually follow the curve of a field. That'd be kind of a cool feature. It's kind of like a regular hired worker in that sense. It can only do 90 and 45 degree angles in a straight line. And yeah, depending on the map, it can do more angles than that, but for the most part on normal maps, and I'm assuming that's the way with this one. Just find out here, yes. So you got, yeah, then it'll do 45, and it'll do 90. Yep. So it doesn't do anything in between that, just those 3 directions there. Yeah, that definitely seems like a feature that'd be useful for the GPS mod. Is something that would allow you to, oop, not that key, that would allow you to follow the edge of the field like that with a curve on it. Why did that raise back up? That's weird. Did that to me earlier, too. It's like when it's down and you turn it back on, it likes to come back up for some reason, even though it should be going down. Okay, we'll rehire you and you should be good to go, hopefully. Okay, folks, on that, I think we'll call it an episode there. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.